Well, hello again, folks. Now, let's fast forward about 240 years or so and see what happened after a little misadventure in Altenex Second. Oh dear, it's gonna be one of those governments. Oh yes, and our fighter this time, the Phoenix Mark II, was actually designed by Gahala Dennis, the pilot of the previous game. After he got time shunted and, joined up with the Global Unified Army for a little while. So, let's get this on the road. Game's not gonna play itself. That was the previous player, by the way. Okay. An auspicious beginning. So, in RefleX, you only have one trick, but it's one hell of a trick. Meet your reflection shield. It can defeat any attack in the game and can protect you from anything except for missiles and collisions. Missiles are better shot down than dodged, which means you're going to have to dodge them sometime. Oh, and by the way, Dr. Dennis was on board that ship that got blown up that we launched from, so he just got killed by the first level boss of this game. And speaking of bosses, this is our first mid-boss, Pisces, who's so feeble that he doesn't even get his own life meter. In case reflecting shots and destroying enemies with them is your main form of offense, and doing it gives you score multipliers that build up the more enemies you kill in sequence with reflected shots. And killing extra enemies beyond that will chain them up and allow you to keep the score multiplier for other enemies. Fairly simple, and while it doesn't give you as many tools as Altenex Second does, it still requires a bit of management because the lower your shield meter is, the weaker your main shot is. And if you fire while the shield is recharging, the shield recharge is slowed way down. In earlier versions of the game, the shield wouldn't recharge at all while you were firing. Okay, now for the first level boss, Virgo. Let's see, it's pink, it has heart-shaped bullet patterns. It actually is piloted by a lady person named Spica Astrea, and you may want to remember that. It's a little bit more tricky than other first bosses in the Altenex series, but that's not saying much. It's mainly here to teach you that reflected homing lasers are god against bosses. In case, destroy all the back parts or run it down to a certain amount of health and it'll enter its second phase. Oh yeah, purple shots can be destroyed by your own shots like so. If you let it live long enough, it will do that missile attack it did at the beginning, but I didn't feel like it, so now it's running away because, people like to live, and I'll be seeing you next time.